Hey guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to share with you guys what I made with this Floral Couture paper pad. I had like, I don't know, maybe like 6 sheets left, I think, that I also mentioned, I don't know, in some other video that I did because I was making some other projects. What did I make with this before? I'm trying to think. I don't even know what I made, you guys. I don't know. I mean, I know last year I made a bunch of like Mother's Day albums. But then I also made some other stuff this year. I can't remember what. And then that led me to having the 6 sheets left. And yeah, but anyway, so I made a bunch of goodies, you guys, and there's been a bunch of videos that I've been posting. There's also going to be some craft with me videos using up the scraps, but the one larger project I was still able to make with the last like few sheets that I had left is this folio album. So I'm going to share with you guys what it looks like on the inside, and let's get started. Okay, so this album is adorable. And I got to use up, like I said, the Floral Couture paper pad. These are the only scraps I have left now after all the projects I was able to still make with it. So just like some strips. I was going to make embellishment clusters, but I didn't get a chance to do that yet. Oh, actually, I still have another project I got to film after this that I made with some other smaller scraps in addition to then like scrappy projects. But anyway, so I made this folio album here. It just says Find Beauty on the cover. I did all my stitching detail, my zigzag stitch. Here I made a flower. This is using the frilly, I think it's Frilly Rose flower die set by Scrap Diva Designs. Yeah, so it is this die set right here, the Frilly Rose flower plate die set, and I love that it comes on a plate so you can easily cut out a bunch of flowers at once, and you could do a bunch of different colors. Like I did some gold for the bigger ones, I did some burgundy, I did smaller gold, and then I did like a pink shimmer, and I even did the little centers here. So I just kind of cut them all out in a bunch of different colors and then sat down and layered them together. And so I included a little flower there. I also included these leaves. Now I couldn't figure out what color to match with this because everything was so dark and I didn't feel like anything kind of stood out. So I decided to do like a off-white leaf color and then like a dark green to embellish. And then I added in some like thread, like a white thicker thread behind that. But the leaves, I also die cut out using the Leaves Bundle die set from Scrap Diva Designs. I love also that this comes on a plate. But if you guys don't want to sit there die cutting out your leaves, I do have now leaves packs, like die cut packs in my Etsy shop. So you get like 30 leaf die cuts in a variety of colors because, like I said, it is hard to match with different kind of papers. I even have like some of the leaves here on this little book that I have on my desk. I also have some of the leaves here that I have. So I just literally add the leaves to pretty much like all of my projects with some little flowers that I make and stuff. So yeah, you guys can get your leaf die cuts. If you don't want to die cut out a bunch of leaves, you guys can get some leaf die cuts. I just restocked the other day as well because they sold out. So they should be available at the time of me filming this video. So I did make those beauties, and this is like a trifold folio album, and you guys are going to see there is a double waterfall on the inside. So this is what it looks like on the inside, and there is a video class tutorial that I have on this album. It is in my Etsy shop. It is a paid video class tutorial, but you get, I think it's, I want to say it's 4 videos, I think, that you get with it, that then you can create your own album. You get the cutting guide as well, but you get all the videos, access to all the videos, etc., so that you guys can make your own waterfall kind of folio album because it is gorgeous. But if you don't like making your own albums or you just don't think you're good at it, I also sell the bases in my Etsy shop as well. So I will have that link down below in case you just want to get the base, and then you could decorate it however you want with whatever paper you have. That does not come with a cutting guide. You just get a base. So you need to have some knowledge of like measuring, figuring out your sizes for you to kind of make your own. It also doesn't come with this pocket here because this one I always make using up scraps, but it does come with a pocket on the inside, which I actually did not add into here because I just didn't have a paper that I wanted to put there. Anyway, but you get the idea. It comes with one pocket that's going to go inside this area here. It comes with your 2 waterfalls. It comes with the center flip out pages and everything, and the whole entire base wrapped in either black, white, or I think I have a red option as well. And then you could choose your weight of the cardstock. I either do 65 pound or 110 pound. I always make my albums with 65 pound weight because when I add all the matting and everything and the paper, it just, and I use wet glue, so it kind of hardens and makes the paper thicker. So I use the 65 pound in my albums, but I know some people, if you're not using a glue that kind of hardens once dry, or if you're using just double-sided tape, you may want to get the 110 pound cardstock one. But anyway, so that's 2 options for you guys to then make this album. I have the video class tutorial, or you can just get the blank base from my Etsy shop. So I'll have both of that linked down below in the description box as well. So anyway, as I said, like you open this up like this. I have this little pocket here that I made with some leftover scraps. This cut apart from the collection, and then you could add in additional pockets or additional photos in this pocket. Then this flips open again. You have your waterfalls on both sides here. So these will fit 3x4 size photos exactly. These are a little bit bigger than 3x4 so that when you do add your 3x4 size photo, you still have the border. And just so you have an example, this is my 3x4 size photo. You add this on there, you still have a pink border. So you can add those directly. However, I would like to do my waterfalls. Like if you add photos, I would personally, I mean personal preference, but I would do them where they are still like maybe 3 inches wide, maybe even 2 3/4, but probably like 3.5 tall, because I don't want to see the photo peeking out at the bottom here. I want to see the beautiful paper because it just kind of looks more uniform that way, but it's totally up to you. You can fit an exact 3x4 size photo, or what you can also do is do journaling on this side about the photo that you then put up here. So you could put your 3x4 size photo exactly up there as well. I mean, that one was kind of hard to see because it's black on black, but you get the idea. Then you could do journaling here, just a little spot for journaling, then another photo, journaling if you want, or just add multiple photos on both sides. So all of these flip up. You can add photos. So here you have space for 2 photos, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, because you could add 11 and then 12 down here. So that's 12 photos on each side. So 24 photos you could get already right there. Then here in this little area here, this is magnetized closed, but that opens up and you could add additional photos. So you can add like 2 more photos up here. You could do either like a 3x4, and then maybe, so you could probably fit 2 3x4s, just crop down a little bit, or this way as well, and just crop down a little bit that way. So you could fit 2 photos on each of those, or you could do like a 4x6 size photo on these pages. So you have options there. Then here I added like a little pocket, because here I just used some paper scraps. And you have this journal card there, and then you could add a photo here and then still be able to use this pocket and journal card. Then this flips open again. You've got another little pocket here, and just like that. Now the pocket that you get in the journal base, actually I'm going to share with you guys in a second so you guys can see, because I have another blank one that I made. Then this flips open again and again, space for photos, and then space for photos. So in the blank base, you get a pocket down here, which I'm going to share with you guys right now, but this folio album, finished album is also available in my Etsy shop, so that will also be linked down below. So I did another base for myself. I did one in a craft color because I've never done a craft colored one before. So I made the base here, another base. Obviously this would be matted on the inside for you guys, and these would be attached. Oh, I didn't make a pocket in here for this one either, but these would be attached. You've got this little piece here. That's 2 different colors of craft paper because I like to do mine in 65 pound, but then this part is always, I do in 110 pound just so it's extra sturdy. And then your waterfalls. But anyway, so that would like flip open, all those pages would flip open, and then you would have the pocket down here. So you do get that little pocket piece when you get, and when you order a base. So that's the pocket that goes on the inside there. But yeah. That is another base that I have available for me because sometimes I like some, you know, not so like crazy projects, and I just want to be able to use up some paper and use some bases that I already have. So when I do make bases, I usually do like a couple so that I always have like an extra one on hand because I don't always want to be making some album bases. And I'm not always thinking of new album designs, so sometimes it's just nice to already have a base on hand. So yeah, anyway, that is it, you guys, for this folio album. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, available in my Etsy shop, the actual album, or you could just get a base, or you can make your own and get the video class tutorial. So all of that's going to be linked down below, along with the die sets that I use to even decorate this because I use them often. I'm always making flowers, always adding leafy die embellishments, and I'll also have these die cuts listed in my description box as well, so you guys can just be taken to the embellishments in my shop and then be able to like shop those. But yeah, that is it, you guys. I will be sharing with you guys some other videos of what I made with some smaller scraps. I made a couple of other mini like brag book albums, and then I also have 2 craft with me videos coming on how I used up the even smaller scraps after that, and I made a bunch of embellishments. So stay tuned, you guys. We did a lot of crafting with this, trying to use it up, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in my next crafty video. Talk to you soon. Bye.